There is a specific kind of hell reserved for people who love someone that doesn't love them back. It isn't just heartbreak, it is a psychological loop of addiction. You are drowning in plain sight while the person you are reaching for is standing right there, breathing just fine. If you are watching this, you are likely trapped in the proximity paradox. This person might be your best friend, your coworker, or your roommate. You are forced to watch them live a life that doesn't include you. You settle for crumbs of attention, a text, a smile, and treat them like a feast. You aren't crazy for staying. Your brain is in chemical withdrawal, but you cannot stay here anymore. Most advice tells you to just move on or distance yourself. That is useless when you have to see them every day. So we are going to ignore the poetic advice and look at the clinical solution. Here are the 4 concrete psychological protocols to break the addiction, numb the pain, and actually walk away. First, you have to kill the fantasy with facts. Psychologically, you aren't in love with them. You are in love with a projection. You have idolized them to the point where they can do no wrong. To break this, use negative reappraisal. Open your notes app right now. Write a list. Not of their good qualities, but of the ugly reality. Write down every time they ignored you. Write down their selfishness. Write down how small they make you feel. Every time your brain tries to replay the highlight reel of your good moments, force yourself to read that list. Retrain your brain to see the human, not the God. Second, how do you handle the proximity paradox if you work or live with them? You use the gray rock method. The standard advice is no contact, but if you can't leave, you must become uninteresting. You are polite, you are professional, but you are not available. If they tell you a joke, you smile briefly and keep working. If they try to vent about their day, you give a short, neutral response and excuse yourself. No more deep talks. No more looking for subtext. You are starving the connection of the emotional oxygen it needs to survive. Third, you need a strategy for the withdrawal. Make no mistake, this is withdrawal. Love activates the same dopamine centers as cocaine. When you pull away, you will feel a physical urge to check their social media just to get a hit. When that urge strikes, use the 15-minute rule. Tell yourself you can check their profile, but you have to wait 15 minutes. In those 15 minutes, you must do something that physically shocks your system. Sprint down the street. Take an ice-cold shower.
Scream into a pillow. You need to shock your nervous system out of the spiral. Usually after 15 minutes, the craving will fade. Finally, you have to fill the void. Nature abhors a vacuum. If you remove the obsession with them and don't replace it, you will relapse. But do not replace them with another person. You aren't ready. Replace them with a flow state. Pick a skill that requires 100% of your cognitive focus. Boxing, coding, learning a complicated instrument. Something where you physically cannot think about them because the task is too hard. You are rewiring your brain's reward system to find pleasure in your own growth rather than their validation. Closure is a myth. I like you, but I don't love you is a complete sentence. Silence is a complete sentence. Closure doesn't come from them apologizing. Closure comes from you accepting that the door is locked and finally choosing to walk away. It is better to break your own heart once by leaving than to let them break it every single day by staying. Give that love to the one person who has been there through all the pain. Unrequited love makes you feel isolated, but looking at the thousands of people feeling this exact same way proves you aren't alone. If this video spoke to you, let us know your story in the comments below.
We read them and we are here for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the human mind. Take care of yourself.